Peter Sam's funnel had never been quite the same since his accident with the slate trucks. Now, as he puffed up and down the line, the winter wind tugged at it, trying to blow it away. My funnel feels wobbly, he complained. I wish the thin controller would hurry up with my new one. He says it will be something special. You and your special funnel, said the other engines, and laughed.
Come on.
They were all fond of Peter Sam, but he talked so much about his special funnel that it had become quite a joke. The winter weather worried Mr. Hugh. Wind broke branches and trees, while rain turned hillside streams into torrents, which threatened to wash the line away. Mr. Hugh and the men patrolled the line every day with Rusty. They removed branches and cleared culverts so that the water could flow away. But one morning they found bad trouble. A fresh torrent had broken out, and Mr. Hugh had to stop all trains. There's been a washout near the tunnel, he said. The track bed is swept away. The men worked hard and repaired the damage in a week. While they worked, the weather changed. It became frosty and very cold. They finished just in time for market day, and Peter Sam took the morning train very carefully over the mended piece of line. The tunnel was short, but curved, so they couldn't see right through it. Suddenly the driver shouted, "There's something hanging from the roof!" He braked. There was a clanging crash. When Peter Sam and his coaches stopped in the open air, he no longer had his funnel. The guard found the funnel and a thick icicle.
Good news!
What?
That's what hit you, Peter Sam, he said. They started again, but the passengers grumbled at the smoke. So when the firemen saw an old drainpipe, they stopped and wired it on.
We'll use that instead of your funnel. At least it'll help control the smoke.
The engines laughed and laughed when Peter Sam came home. Sir Handel made up a rhyme.
Peter Sam said again and again, his new funnel will put us to shame. Went into the tunnel and lost his old funnel. Now his famous new funnel's a drain.
Perfect, you see?
Please tell me this is not real.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is, entirely. If you need it, it's there for you.
You're joking.
No. If you need it, it's there.
They teased Peter Sam dreadfully, but his new funnel arrived quite soon. "Oh dear," he said. "Someone squashed it." The thing controller laughed. It's a Giesl, the most up-to-date funnel there is. Listen, when you puff, you draw air through your fire to make it burn brightly. With your old funnel, puffing is hard work. It uses strength you need for pulling trains. Your new funnel has special pipes, which help the air come easily. Puffing will be easier, so you will have more strength for your work. "Yes, sir," said Peter Sam, doubtfully. At first, Peter Sam's special funnel was a great joke. Sir Handel and Duncan asked him why he'd sat on it, and then hooted with laughter. But when Peter Sam started work, it was a very different story. Even Sir Handel was impressed.
I can't understand it. Peter Sam just seems to stroll along the line. He makes work look so easy.
They don't laugh at Peter Sam's funnel now. They wish they had one like it.
Over the years, many changes have been made to steam locomotives to improve their efficiency. Some designers tried changing the shape of the firebox, some used different types of boilers, and then there was one man who thought steam locomotives would be improved if they had mohawks. Invented in 1951 by Dr. Adolf Giesl Gieslingen, the Giesl ejector worked as a replacement for a steam locomotive's blast pipe. To simplify, as a steam locomotive is moving along, used steam from the cylinders is exhausted into the engine's smoke box. As the steam leaves the engine's funnel, it pulls air with it to create a draft. The draft helps pull hot air from the firebox through the boiler tubes, helping heat the boiler and increase pressure. This in turn creates a sort of positive feedback loop, whereby the more an engine works, the more frequently the cylinders exhaust, pulling more hot air through the firebox to heat the boiler and so on. The main problem with this comes when an engine is travelling at slower speeds or remains stationary, as there is little exhaust steam to help maintain airflow through the boiler. To amend this, many locomotives were fitted with blowers, a device that would release steam from the boiler directly into the smoke box to help strengthen or maintain the draft. Another problem was back pressure, which essentially was caused if there was too much pressure in the smoke box, and as a result would disrupt airflow. Giesl's design was intended to improve boiler draft for locomotives that exhausted steam at a certain pressure by replacing the blast pipe with several, smaller fan-shaped pipes, the layout of which resulted in the engine's funnels taking on a longer, more narrow shape, giving them their distinct mohawk-esque appearance. The supposed main benefit of the Giesl was it allowed locomotives to burn poorer quality coal and use less of it while also increasing an engine's performance by 20%. Naturally, many railway companies around Central Europe had their engines fitted with Giesl ejectors, including Germany, Austria and Czechoslovakia, with some railways as far as Africa, China and Japan fitting them as well. British Railways was offered a free trial of the ejector in 1958, but turned it down. Giesl instead approached the Tallychlyn Railway in Wales, and one was fitted to number 4 Edward Thomas. Here, however, was where some of the drawbacks of Giesl's design were shown. It was found the new ejector provided little improvement to Edward Thomas's performance. On top of this, the claims that the engine was saving 40% on coal were disputed by the railway's chief engineer. The experiment showed that not every engine benefited from Giesl's design, and as such led to British Railways mostly foregoing installing them. Other railways too found that Giesl's claims of saving up to 12% on coal were a little optimistic, as the maximum recorded saving in practice was only ever 8%. Most railways found that the amount of coal saved in the long term roughly balanced out the cost of fitting the ejectors. On top of this, not every engine received the supposed boost in performance that the ejectors offered. British Railways tried fitting a 9F with one with indifferent results. Some drivers even found the Giesls had problem lifting smoke clear of the cab, and they suffered from poor visibility as a result. All that being said, some engines genuinely did benefit from having Giesls installed, with many tank engines used by the National Coal Board of the UK being equipped with them to help improve efficiency. In 1962, when it was found the desired spark arrestor would suffocate its blast pipe, Bulleid's Battle of Britain class fighter command was fitted with a Giesl instead. After some adjustment, footplate crews found it improved the engine's performance. However, British Railways didn't bother fitting any more due to their commitment to dieselisation. In 1986, City of Wells was fitted one after facing similar problems, and reportedly the change has improved the engine's performance. Many engines on European, African and Asian railways did benefit from Giesl's ejector, and as a result may have prolonged the life of steam on several railways, with several examples of engines being fitted with them having been preserved. Overall then, despite Giesl's ejectors not being a universal upgrade for all steam machines, they did prove to be quite the boon for the engines they did work on. Just going to show that, while you can't help everyone, you can still help others exceed.